Josh, you're here obviously 5 weeks again after the fight. You've now had time to reflect on, there's been a lot said about what happened in the decision. What have you taken away from the last 5 weeks?
I've taken away that boxing fans are very fickle. 1 minute you're up there, next minute I'm down that. It's I'm all of a sudden finished and I'm a fraud and I'm a cheat and all that. It's just it's been quite funny and amusing, to be honest. But I'm still of the opinion that I did just enough to win the fight. It was a very close fight that could have went either way. If I'd been a point to myself, which I actually got, I scored myself. If it had been a draw, if it had been a couple of rounds to Jack, I wouldn't have grumbled either. It was one of these fights where it was like kind of who you preferred in the rounds, and it could have went either way. So I was fortunate enough to get the decision and still keep my belts. The way the three judges scored it, each one was different, which tells you that it was a close fight. One scored at Ian John Lewis. I know he was very wide. I thought it was wide, but the only reason he got the deduction was because of 1 round point. That was it. So then another one scored it to Jack, another one scored it to me, but they all had different scores. Which tells you it was a close fight. So yeah, I was fortunate on the right side of the decision, so which was good.
The fact is, we look here, we can see that you're still the undisputed champion of the world, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Rather than look back, Josh, what's next for you then? What do you feel?
Well, what's next is get married in June, so looking forward to that. Forget about boxing for a little while at least anyway, and then go on a honeymoon and then get back to the gym. I'm still training at the minute, only took 2 weeks off. Just got back from my stag do there as well, which is why the voice is a bit hoarse. Can't sing on the karaoke, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Looking forward to living life just normally for a little while, and we've been sort of long overdue getting married. So yeah, we're doing that first, then go on the honeymoon, and then get back to the gym.
And just as you mentioned, you're trying to forget about boxing for a bit, but it is your life and it is it's what you do as a living. 140 or 147, is that still up in there?
It's still sort of undecided what I'm doing. It's looking more likely I'm going to go to 147, but it's still undecided. I've still not spoken with my team, I've still not spoken with my nutritionist, my management, and I've not spoken with Ben in that yet. So we're still going to have a nice big lengthy discussion with them all together and see what's next, but we haven't made any decisions yet.